convicted Hunter Biden on gun charges. So remember, the allegations were that he purchased a firearm and lied on the background check, because the background check, and let me pull up what the background check actually says. I'll get it. It's, excuse me. I'll read off what it actually says on the section on ATF form 4473. You can go look at this anywhere. So here's what it says. If I can get this thing to pull up. There it's fine. Wikipedia will do. The bastion of infinite knowledge. So right on section E. So it asks you section 11, subsection E. On section 11, it asks you a series of questions. I mean, they're all pretty basic, and they're going to run most of this is the one that's honor code, but most of this stuff gets run through on a background check. So they'll say, have you ever been convicted of a felony? Are you a fugitive from justice? Have you been convicted of have you spent time in a mental institution? Have you been kicked out of the military? Are you an illegal immigrant? Have you ever beaten your wife up? So they'll ask those questions, but subsection E says, are you an unlawful user of or addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulus, narcotic drug, or any other controlled substance? Warning, the use or possession of marijuana remains unlawful under federal law regardless of whether it has been legalized or decriminalized for medicinal or recreational purpose in the state where you reside. And this is one side note that scares a lot of people out of voting for the medical marijuana thing. Because they issue these medical marijuana cards in a lot of states that are tied to your driver's license, and they use it as and they do this in liberal states. They use it as a backdoor method to ban a bunch of people from owning guns. They do it with recreational weed too, if you need a card for it. So the second that's tied to your driver's license, if you go in to buy a gun, it'll pop up, and boom, all of a sudden you can't have a gun now because you are a registered user of a federally banned substance. Now, there's a lot of folks on the right, myself included, maybe with more of a libertarian streak to them, that think this is absolute garbage. And I'm not going to sit here and, believe me, Hunter Biden's a criminal. The guy's a scumbag. The stuff he's done with allegedly done with underage prostitutes, shady deals where he used his father's political influence to get some financial gain out of it. He's a scumbag. He belongs in prison, in my opinion. But not for this. I don't think anyone should go to prison for this. In fact, I think we should wipe subsection E off of the background check form. And I think a lot of people out there agree with me. There's a lot of gun rights groups that are out trying to get this expunged. A lot of them are. And I agree with that. Here's the thing, man. Do we really want to break this down? Let's read that again. Are you an unlawful user of, or addicted to marijuana? Okay, that's illegal. Or any depressant, stimulant? So caffeine? So, how many people are addicted to caffeine? By the letter of this background check, it doesn't say an unlawful substance. All it says is stimulant. So theoretically, if you need 3 or 4 cups of coffee a day, technically when you go to buy a gun, if you check no on this, you can be convicted of a felony. Now, it's honor code. It would be hard to prove. And the way they got Hunter was because, there's no lawful use of crack. And the pictures of him using crack were taken at the time that he was purchasing the gun. So that was pretty black and white. And that's why everyone's saying, look, you can't say the justice system's rigged against Republicans. If they didn't convict Hunter Biden, it would have been the biggest outrage. As much as I disagree with the law itself and think that he should appeal this all the way to the Supreme Court until it gets stricken down, it was pretty black and white that he broke the law. There wasn't much gray area. There's a lot of the time, sometimes they just have you red-handed. Sometimes they just got you, even like our boy, Hunter Biden. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to click the link in the description to get the full episode on Rumble. If you prefer to listen along, you could actually get us on Spotify, Spreaker, and iHeartRadio. You can also go to www.outlawstreamers.com to learn more about not just my show, but tons of other great shows and all the exciting projects they have coming up. Follow my socials at Caleb Isn't Funny on Twitter and Instagram, at Caleb Salvatore Comedy on the Chinese Spy app that is TikTok, and be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thanks, and we'll see you every Saturday for brand new episodes of That's Based. Peace.